guys, how are you?
What's
Hi,
up, Sharrell?
everybody.
What's up, everybody? Happy Monday.
Happy Monday. Hey, Perry.
What's up? What's up?
Listen, I don't have a minute to spare because it's so much. I just want to get right into it. Also, me and Perry have been up all night dealing
Yep.
with cops. We're going to come on tomorrow and tell you guys why we were dealing with cops all night long. And we have not slept. So, because, we get home 3 or 4 in the morning. Steve went on 5 o'clock our time. It was a hot mess. People, we are tired. We too old for that. How does my son do this every
Shit.
weekend?
I don't know. Last night took me out.
I can't remember when we used to party all night and then go to work the next day. All them
Yep.
young kids, it was too
Every
much for
day.
me.
Every day
Mm-mm.
we did it. Yep.
And that's what my son's going through. My son is a heavy partier. Child, it went left last night. And then who does he call? Mommy in the middle of the night. So we've been dealing with that all night. And it was major traffic going on in Vegas at 2 in the morning. That's crazy. But
Uh-huh.
anyway, so let's get right into it. We got 3 tapes I want to cover today because this weekend we were off and we missed 2 tapes that are very important. And then we got to talk about the fiasco, that they called the strawberry letter this morning. Let me say this before I get started. I think I finally have figured out Shirley Strawberry. I think Shirley Strawberry is book smart. She probably got all A's and B's, book smart. I don't think she has an ounce of street smarts. Not
What you saying?
one.
You saying she skipped the letter C for common sense?
Oh my God. Okay, Perry. No, what I'm saying is like street sense can't be taught. That's just, your intuition and you
Mhm.
got to watch people at all times. I don't think she had that.
She grew up in
And
the
so
library.
with that being said, it doesn't mean I feel sorry for you. I said I understand why you keep making a damn fool out of yourself, girl. You really are. It's getting bad. And then Steve trying to convince us that Marjorie's a nice person, child.
What the hell was
I'm
that?
tired. I ain't got time for this. So let's get started. I do you have anything you want to say? Because I want to get right into it.
Oh no, let's go. Let's go.
Because we're going to cover as many tapes as we can. So let's cover the first tape. This tape is before they went to the bond hearing, okay? And in this tape, I whittled it down to 2 minutes. I will put the entire video on my regular videos if you want to go back and see it all, but this is a condensed version of what went down. What basically she forgives Ernesto. Now, this is before the bond hearing. So let's say I want to be forgiving and understanding. I'll say, well, she didn't know that. No, never mind. Let's just listen to the tape. Child's a mess.
Sheridan said, I saw him on TV last week. Do you want to talk about it?
Oh, ain't nothing to talk about now. Hey.
Like, I'm not talking about it. That was the last thing she said amongst, a whole bunch of other things. She thinks I look down on her and all of that. I don't look down on you. I said,
correction. This is the video where she talks about her daughter. And she says, yeah, she doesn't understand why the daughter treats her so bad. It's not funny. I don't know why I'm saying that. And ultimately, she thinks her daughter's bipolar. Okay, it's worse than I thought. Trina, Steve was talking directly to you. I felt that he was, but I don't want to take credit for that mess. That's a mess. He was going off like, like we scared of Steve Harvey. I mean, please. Anyway,
if your wife ain't, sit your ass down.
Oh, hell no.
Perry, we are scared of him a little bit, okay? Because I know you'll drive off the edge. I mean, I'm a little scared of him, but I know he was talking to, I hope he wasn't talking to us. I'm gonna pull a Shirley Strawberry, and I'm gonna say he was not talking Sharrell's world.
I don't know who the hell he was talking about, but he was after the black blogs. I know
the
that.
black blog. Yeah, I think he was almost calling, people itches. I don't know. But let's listen to this. This is the tape where she says, that her and her daughter have a bad relationship and she thinks her daughter's bipolar and she's rolling with Ernie. Okay, that's what I'm calling Ernesto now. Okay, because boy, she's rolling with Ernie. So here we go.
Sheridan said, I saw him on TV last week. Do you want to talk about it?
Oh, ain't nothing to talk about now. Hey.
Like, I'm not talking about it. That was the last thing she said amongst, a whole bunch of other things. She thinks I look down on her and all of that. I don't look down on you. I said, who have you been talking to?
Listen, all that's game. All that's game.
Yeah.
Them folks
Yeah.
think you love them very, 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 very much. Very,
I know.
very much.
I know.
All that's just some, what you call that, reverse psychology?
Yeah.
That's some kid game. That ain't
Yeah.
nothing.
Mhm.
So don't get caught up in that. Don't folks
I'm
know.
not.
Yeah,
I'm
don't
not.
folks know. They know what's going on. They know what's going on. But that paperwork don't lie. That
Yeah.
paperwork don't lie. And they know.
Yeah, because of that. Yeah, because of what she did, you got more charges.
Oh,
I know.
absolutely. Yeah. But I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and be mad because guess what? They got to pay for that later, not me.
Yeah.
I just got to deal with it whenever it comes through. But I ain't worried about that either.
I only hear from her when it's time to pay her rent anyway. Yesterday, she had the kids on screen there, and she senses something is wrong, and oh my God, it's like, girl, I know the game. I know what you're doing. You do this once a month when it's rent time.
Wow. Well.
Yeah. But I'm the monster. I'm a monster.
Huh?
Yeah. I mean, I do forgive you. I do forgive you for me being in the middle of all this drama.
Yeah.
But it wasn't your doing. It wasn't your doing.
Well, it is what it is. And like I said, please forgive me. And that's all I can say.
I look down on her, and I never, give her credit for doing anything. That's so wrong. I tell her.
Is she bipolar? I see that shit. That's a mood swing. I see that
I
shit
know.
all the time. I've been seeing that.
I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. She might be.
I can't. She said her daughter might be bipolar. So I'm just going to really quickly. So she is paying her daughter's rent. And she doesn't understand why the daughter treats her the way that she does. Girl, it's because you didn't say anything to this man. Real quick, Perry, what's your thoughts?
Well, she was paying the rent last year, about November, December. Right about now, we don't know what the hell she's doing because the kind of backstabber she is, the way she's stabbing her daughter, but this fucking loser behind bars that she's so gullible about. And I'm sure sometime when she stayed in the house, stayed in the library, it had to be some books on parenting. Why the hell she skipped that? No, I'm just saying because a lot of people want to give her excuses.
Yeah.
Okay. And that come, oh, well, she didn't know. You know what? Now I'm starting to convince myself maybe she was too blind to see and wasn't a part of his criminal shit. But the way she's treating her daughter is criminal to me.
She's not, she totally knows what's going on. Okay, so this next video I'm going to play really quickly. It's 3 minutes. It just shows that Ernesto's son is criminal minded. His brother is criminal minded. The son's name is Deontay, I think. Yeah, Dante, and then the brother's name is Lamont. And what they do is they make sure they stay in Shirley's ear. So she's not dealing with one damn crook. She's dealing with the brother, the son, Ernesto crooked ass, and then the crooked ass girlfriend named Sonia. I can see why this dingbat got caught up because you don't have any common sense, Shirley. They eat people like you up for lunch and spit you out. It is no excuse for your poor behavior. Now I'm trying to go lightly on you because I don't want y'all talking about we're all black people. We supposed to stick together. That bullshit that Steve was talking earlier. But right now, I just see how they played you. And you turned your back on your daughter. So let me play this. You got anything to say?
Wow.
I can't. So this next video I'm going to play really quickly is after the bond hearing, okay? So this is when we come into the picture. This is when we find out that Ernesto is not allowed to be around Sheridan, her daughter, or her granddaughter, or her grandson. But in Shirley's head, in her mind, she kept saying, the judge said, don't be around them because of a restraining order. There's no restraining order. This was a court order from a judge. But I'm thinking she's telling herself this so she don't have to do with the harsh realities. It was a whole list of people he couldn't be around. A lot of minors. I believe it was 11 minors on the list.
Mm-hmm.
Also, it was animals.
He couldn't even stop by the zoo. He couldn't.
I don't know why you're not allowed to be around animals. I don't want to know. It's crazy. You can't be around Fluffy. What are you doing to Fluffy? But anyway, so I condensed this one. This is her having insisting that the judge gave her a restraining order to not be around Sheridan. Even he's saying, no, it's not a restraining order. And then it shows him talking to his son, who he says is just like him. What do you mean, just like you? Another damn criminal? That's what I think you're meaning. So let me play this really quick so we can get on to the main topic.
Yep.
Hi, hon.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. So I just left court room. So they did give me a bond. I just have to see what the total is.
Okay, we gave you a bond.
Yeah, they gave
You
me
don't
a
know?
bond. I don't know the total. I have to wait till the Fulton County put it up. And I definitely can't talk on the telephone because the DA said I was going to run and move out the state, knowing damn well I didn't say it like that. So I can't trust no fucking body on these phones at all.
So, what does this mean, though? When are you getting out? Did they say, or?
No, I gotta wait till I see what the charges add up to, the amount, and then I gotta wait till I talk to BC because they say I gotta turn a passport in, which they stole my passport, so I don't have that shit. So I gotta get a consent form from the passport people, let them know that I gotta turn it to my lawyer.
I know I'm supposed to rush through this. They did not steal your passport, Ernesto. They confiscated it. Okay, let's just make that clear. Okay, here we go.
I got to do that, and they put me on the leg monitor. And they said I can't go back to Fulton County until this is all the way resolved. And I can't to talk or be around Sheridan, period.
Okay, because she has a restraining order.
I don't know what it is.
Yeah, it's a restraining order.
Oh, that's what it is?
Yeah, I thought I told you that.
No, you didn't tell me that.
I thought I did. I'm sorry. I meant to.
No, I didn't know nothing about all that. That ain't what them folks said. Nothing about no restraining order. Them folks said that something different. The DA said I was gonna move out the state. I didn't say that. I said when I get done with all this process I got going on. That's what I said. Well, I love you. You keep your mind together. Stay strong. Yes, I am at ease now. I gotta think right now. I gotta think what they were saying to me. But yeah, definitely got God on my side.
Yeah. Should we call him?
Yeah, you have to call him. He ain't regular.
You said he ain't regular.
Now this is the girlfriend and the son and Ernesto.
Nah, he ain't regular. He right. He like me and you.
He's special?
Yeah, he's special.
I guess so, huh?
Yeah, he's special.
Dion, can you hear me?
Yeah.
I sent you a text to Sonia. Your father asked me to send you a text regarding
I'm on another line. Tell him I'm on another line. So
he can hear
you.
He can hear you.
Okay, cause I told him you special. You like me. You like me and her. You don't do that text shit. You got to talk real.
I don't know. She the police.
Yeah, I just told her that.
Far from it.
All right. Well, let's call Lamont and see what he's talking about.
Okay. Okay, hold on. Let me get Lamont now. I had to hang up from that other call. Hold on, honey. Hello?
Yeah, hello?
What's going on, bro?
What you got going on?
I'm on the road, so give me 30 minutes to get out. I'm out here in what's it called? Lilburn. I'm in Lilburn, so the trees and the signal be bad. So give me about 30 minutes to get where I can be with good signal at.
Oh, okay.
They ain't got nothing. They just making up shit now. That's all they doing.
Yeah, I know it. Like I said, I had all my important papers in that in my truck when I was getting ready to go take care of my business with.
Yeah, so they done just went through all your papers and all that.
Yeah, that's all that is. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know.
They just going through the papers and looking to see what's what through the papers and stuff, because you had everything in there, and they going through your phone and all that. So
Yeah, that's yeah.
and there ain't nothing in your telephone. Them little papers don't mean nothing anyway. So
Yeah.
Okay,
Hello?
so
I
on
know.
that video,
How
he
you doing?
says, "Oh, they don't have anything," but then he proceeds to tell him what they're actually doing. If that ain't street, I don't know what
Okay.
is.
Well, I mean, shit, he had to clarify that the girlfriend wasn't the popos. And he
The
was talking to
son
his
is a
son.
crook, the brother's a
He-
crook. So
He's special
Shirley
like me.
really has been bamboozled by these crooks. And because you don't have an ounce, and I'm saying this with all due respect, I think you're very, you don't have an ounce of common sense. They are just chewing you up. Girl, you are getting beyond played. You are getting
Yep.
played. With that being said, I still feel she's fully aware of what was going on. She's assisting when she can. She done signed some loan documents. Like we said, it's a hot ass mess.
Yeah, she should have grew up on Wheaties instead of Fruit Loops. You know what I'm saying?
I
That
mean,
child, for real, like, I don't know, like, she seriously got played. And I think, like, from the, every normal person would realize it. But I'm starting to think she's sort of special too. Just saying,
Perry,
just a little
Perry,
bit.
you just call her special.
Yeah.
She's slow. She's definitely slow. I don't know what's going on in that head of yours. But you know, when you are not street people, and you ain't around the, you know what I mean, street, you ain't around the real brothers, the thugs, you don't
Mhm.
need to be around them. Go find you a Tiger Woods type. You found you a straight up thug.
Well,
You ain't about that life, Shirley. You're not. And your lies are so ridiculous. Let's talk about what I want to talk about. So I wanted to share those two tapes with you really quickly, but I'm here to talk about this Steve Harvey, Shirley Strawberry letter this morning. That hot ass mess. Okay.
and the sad thing about it, Sharrell, I bet you they stayed up all weekend planning this plot. Because that
Uh-huh.
shit was just total BS, right? To
Mm-hmm.
me. 'Cause a lot of
Mm-hmm.
people come back, oh, so proud of him and his team. What did you learn
Let me
from this
let me
video,
tell you
people?
something. I came on here the very first day and I said somebody allegedly from Steve's place of business reached out to me, contact me. I didn't even know about this. I said I was going to come on and say the things that they said and compare it to what Steve said and then come to my own conclusion. So I don't think I got a lot of new people here, a lot of new people. I said this was a person that wanted to remain anonymous, telling us what they're talking about at the radio station. Okay. And so I'm taking their side, Steve's side, and then I'm forming my own opinion, and you should do the same. Do not just jump to a conclusion because I said it. Okay. As for you, Steve, ain't nobody out to get your dumb ass. Okay. You want to cry and play victim, talking that bullshit about it's black people. We all black people. What's that got to do with anything? I know when a story doesn't make sense. And now you talk about people just do things for clicks and views. Then what the hell you doing? Trying to convince us that Marjorie's a nice person? Well, how come her children don't say that? I'm talking about Morgan. And how come with James, the dealer that she was married to, how come he didn't describe her as being nice? Hell, even Shirley said she treat her like the help. Child, please, Steve, I do believe, and I'm going to be light on you today, but you know, you did some people pretty bad. This feels like, and I don't know, I'm not a expert, but this feels like some damn karma going on. Okay, and your
Right.
ass can't handle it. You about to have a nervous damn breakdown. Okay, because the rumors are Marjorie's want to leave your ass, and you begging and pleading, please don't go, please don't go, please don't go.
Look, and he's trying every measure, right? Like for me, Steve, if you're going to come, you make this big announcement, gave us 72-hour notice. This big thing going to come out and you're going to set the record straight. Steve, I get it as a man. Nobody want to be hurt.
Right.
But as a woman, they don't want to be hurt neither. And a lot of people get so caught up into you and Marjorie's marriage. Well, let them be married. They didn't have that much concern about his 2 previous wives.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
don't act like you marry-go-lucky, right now, just because it's Steve and Marjorie. That thing, this Chardonnay was nothing. He didn't address anything. Now, it made me wonder though, why he got to come on here and make this big announcement. Everybody watch me. Watch me. I love my wife. My wife is special. I'm sure she is. I love her that much. I'm sure anybody you marry, you should feel that way, Steve. About them. If you marry them for the right reasons, you should feel that way. We didn't get no information, and you acting like all this shit that's coming at your way came from the black blogs.
Yeah,
We didn't have a damn thing to do with you hiring the chef.
Oh, Perry.
No. I'm saying, and you act like your wife ain't had these rumors floating around for years. Now, I'm not saying they true. I'm just saying they rumors. I'm just saying this. The shit's been out there, but you act like we just throwing it out there.
But Perry, maybe he's not talking to us. I'm gonna take the Shirley Strawberry route, and I'm gonna say you are not talking about Sharrell's world when you talk about people just doing things for clicks and views. You must have been talking about somebody else, because we don't do that over here. We give your lying ass a chance, and when it don't make sense, it just don't make sense.
My mind's telling me no.
What's up? Let's go.
Angel Earth says this morning Steve Harvey show was basically Steve forcing Shirley to atone and apologize and make Steve and Marjorie look like saints. It really made Shirley look more ridiculous.
It really did. And it was sort of sad. Like, it's one thing, not common sense, book smart, no common sense, but damn, no courage. She was slipping and sliding on his balls this morning. Just
Perry, you gotta watch.
Okay, yeah, scratch that.
Anyway, let's try to go over this before I play the video. No, I'll stop it when I get to the inconsistencies. And with that being said, Steve, we still respect you. We think you got a mean hustle, but we ain't stupid. Like we street smart. We're not Shirley, okay? Just wanted you to know that, all right? Megan says, it's a damn shame Shirley didn't bother issuing a groveling apology to her own daughter. I noticed that, Megan. I noticed that. Steve and Shirley were over there acting like damn victims. And even worse, Steve tried to act like he didn't know who the hell Ernesto was, talking about, I was waiting for Shirley to tell the story. But every tape, she mentioned your name and how she talked to your ass. Now, I'm not going to call you a liar, but I'm saying the shit don't make no damn sense.
It almost come across that, he's trying to get his woman back, right? His wife back. It sounds like it, because she's on grandma duty. We ain't seen you in the photo. She's normally with him everywhere he goes. I'm just saying, I don't know what's going on in the house. I'm just speculating. It seems like now you're using this public forum to show your affection and then have Shirley come in so she can hopefully save her job, take credit. Oh, he didn't introduce me to my husband. That ain't the stories we heard. It's just some bullshit to me. Go ahead, Sharrell.
So there's been a lot of, okay, Steve, I'm just going to be honest with you, because I have a feeling you've seen the video. There's a lot of rumors going around. They talk behind y'all back. They're talking behind y'all back. And that's what employees do, because ain't nobody else addressing it. And this was not satisfying what you did today. They were like, the rumor is they hear Marjorie still want to leave and you are groveling to keep her there. Telling everybody how everything's okay. These are what your employees are thinking. I'm just saying, relaying the message. They want to be anonymous. Let's get into this before I run out of time. Marjorie to Shirley, you better keep me and my husband's name out your MF and my child. I mean, you tried to get hood on us, Steve. Hood. Okay, but unfortunately, I'm from Detroit. No one's scared of you. Child, come on over there with them big choppers. Ain't nobody scared of you, Chop. Okay? Chop.
And ain't nobody did shit to him. I mean,
Nobody. Steve, you want everybody to be in your business when you're flirting Marjorie all around town and saying how good she is. But now that the rumors is out that she cheating on your old ass, now you want to act like people are attacking you. When you just went on Shannon Sharp's show about a month ago and you said, I don't give a damn about rumors. That kind of stuff do not bother me. And your ass was damn near crying this morning. And yeah, I don't understand, how hard it is. Child, please.
No,
Don't nobody
I
feel
get it,
sorry
it's
for you.
hard, but those tears was to fool people to act like he was sincere about setting the record straight. You ain't setting nothing. Matter of fact, where the hell is Big Boom?
Yeah,
Where the
if you
hell is
want
Big
to set
Boom?
the record straight, where the hell is Big Boom?
No,
Don't come back anymore. You claim that rumors don't bother you and gossip don't bother you, and I've been through this for years. You were there crying
He just came
and
on
pleading for some mercy. That's what you were pleading
he
for.
came on and
Black
gave a
people need to
bio.
stick together. We are sticking together, but we also know your ass is about to get dumped. And it's karma for a lot of us. It's karma. You did people wrong, Stevie. You forgot. I ain't forgot about Bernie Mac. I ain't forgot about you do people wrong. That's just how I feel. And that's what
black
they
people.
think about you in your office. And they say you running around there trying to fire people. Anybody you think ain't saying what you want them to say, child. That's a mess. Let's get into it, Perry. You got to say something real quick?
Oh no, I was just saying he gave a bio on his love and affection for Marjorie. We didn't need to know we met in 2005. I was broke in 2007.
All right, I'll stop it when I get to that. Let's get started.
Saying, okay, go ahead. Shit.
Trending. Well, here's the deal. We decided to just address it since it's out there. It's one thing when we're dealing with gossip, rumor, and hearsay. That's one thing. I've dealt with this for years. But when it's not gossip, and it comes from, a reliable source, then it turns into something different. And so, all of this trending stuff and all this here. And so after some deliberation, we got together. Now, here's the deal about this strawberry letter. I have no idea what Shirley's going to say. I told Shirley that it was up to her how she wanted to address it.
Now right there, Steve, is inconsistent with people who want to remain anonymous at your own radio station. There was an emergency meeting called, Steve. Y'all just decided at the last minute. Okay.
He wanted us to believe that he didn't know what Shirley was going to say.
Child, please.
Oh, hell no.
I'm gonna stop. Listen, these people, something wrong. Your employees do not like you. You got to stop them from talking, okay? Because they saying you up there lying and carrying on. So I'm gonna stop it every time they say there was an inconsistency. Let's keep going.
I did go along with this as an idea. I'm not saying I didn't do that, because we talked about it as a radio family and decided this may be the best way. Because it's no longer rumor. It's not gossip or anything. This is something that's really touching us all right now. And so, yeah, this is a strawberry letter. And I was, being sarcastic when I did the tease last week. The strawberry letter is, I didn't know, the subject was, I didn't know I was going to be my own letter. And which is true. Now, oftentimes I joke about it, because some of these letters sound like I was in it, but this one is. And so today, the way I'm gonna do it, Shirley, I'm gonna just let you talk. Okay. I think it's up to you to be as honest or revealing as you choose to be. We can talk about as much of it as you like, but I think it's an opportunity for you to say what you want to say. And share your feelings on it, and then we'll have an exchange about it.
Now, I just wanted to say this really quick. Why does Shirley keep talking to people without an attorney present? You talk to the cops, that's the rumor. 4 times, that's the rumor. You up here talking to Steve Show, all of us. Girl, not an ounce of common sense, not an ounce. How did you even get through 68 years of life with your dumb ass? There's no common sense. Now you're talking to everybody public, and this is public, and it can be used against you. You didn't think about that, Shirley? I'm starting to feel sorry for you. You need to go to dumbass anonymous because this is just getting ridiculous.
Wow.
Okay. All right, Steve. I'm gonna just start by saying that my estranged husband is in jail. He's been in jail for over a year since about right after the 4th of July of 2022. And recently, some phone calls from last year between he and I were leaked. And
now, didn't I tell you guys that the informant told me that when they heard those tapes, they went in panic mode? Why does it seem like the informants always coming true? The stuff that they say. I'm just wondering, Steve. We already told you, somebody from your office said that's how it went down. Here we go.
On those calls, you hear me saying you were winded going up the stairs at your home, and Marjorie looks at us as the help. And right here and now, I want to apologize to you and Marjorie for what I said. As much as I wish I could, I can't take it back. I can't. I said it, and I want to apologize. It was definitely not me trying to add to what you and Marjorie already have going on in your lives right now.
All right, that's another inconsistent. Someone pointed out that Steve and Marjorie are going through it. They're about to break up, and the whole office know. She comes on, not street smart at all, no street savvy, says, I didn't mean to add to what you and Marjorie got going on. Did you just out them?
Yeah, what they got going on? Honeymoon?
Tell us what's going on? Is she trying to leave him and divorce his ass? Is that it? We're just wondering. You said it. Nobody else. You said it. Let's keep going.
But the fact that these tapes were released, it does seem like everyone is coming for you, I should say, at this time, including me. But in reality, the tapes have nothing to do with what you and Marjorie have going on. It was just me running my mouth in a private conversation, or what I thought was a private conversation. And again, I apologize. I feel terrible. I make no excuses. I said what I said, and there's no denying it. There's no taking it back. Back then, when the phone calls happened, I was trying to stand by my man, be supportive wife, I've been married to this man for 8 years. I had no idea that all this was going on with him. I had no idea.
You had no idea, Shirley? Didn't your daughter talk to you about it? That's what I'm hearing. Didn't Charleston White go all over the internet? You had no idea?
She said she said she had no idea. And she said she had no idea that he could have been associated with all these criminal activities. She had no idea that he could have had some side bitches.
And one of the girls lived right next door to you. One of the women lived you had no idea. You're telling us that you're that dumb that when people were filing complaints against Ernesto's company that you didn't know? When he told you to sign these papers, you still didn't know? I feel sorry for you because you have no common sense. But girl, you need to be accountable. Let's keep going.
And the charges that he's facing are horrific. They are really bad. I for sure did not want your name mentioned in any kind of way associated with my mess. So I had to call you. I had to tell you it was a hard call for me to make. But I called you. And I want to clear something up, Steve. You did not introduce me to him. I met him through a friend. I should say an ex-friend now. Anyway, so
just stop right there.
Why the fuck you lying?
It's all over the internet that Steve Harvey introduced you.
Right. And I mean, and whether he personally walked up and made y'all hold hands, fondle each other, whatever, it's supposed to have been at some party he had.
Yeah.
Steve been knowing him from his little barbershops or whatever. That's what's out there. Now she's coming in wanting to clear Steve all the way. He's innocent. I mean, and I'm not saying Steve even is part of that, crime ring that old boy got going on.
I don't think you're part of it, but Perry, I think he knows about it.
He know him.
Mm-hmm.
They ain't been working together for all these years, and he ain't ran across her husband.
For years, it was said that Steve introduced you to the Ernesto. Now, that's not true. And also, how come you never said what the charges are? Why didn't you say he getting accused of being a pedo? Why didn't you say that?
She has said there.
Why didn't you say he's a con artist? He's running a Ponzi scheme. These horrific charges. You know what the charges are because you sat there during the bond hearing, so you heard about the crimes and the other girlfriends and the animals and the young people underage, that the 11 people that he allegedly touched. You don't say any of that. You're trying to sugarcoat this shit, Shirley. And I'm being nice to you, but I'm not dumb. Okay, right. I'm not book smart. I'm street smart. And that shit don't make no sense and not gonna hold up in a court of law. Did you forget that everything you say now here on tape, they can use against you? My gosh, Shirley.
It seems how they were setting the record straight. Steve knew about the phone calls. They was last November, 2020. You know about the phone calls. Steve knew about the damn charges, right? So how can you make this big production and you don't even mention the charges? Y'all just gloss over that?
Gloss.
Shirley, I just need you to apologize to me and my wife, even though you don't apologize to me in private, but we're going to do it publicly because I got to clear my name and I need to confess how much I love my wife on air.
It's just ridiculous. And you should be warning people. If you have any cats or dogs or fish, keep them away from Ernesto. Fish, okay, goalies. Child, I can't. Let's just keep with this bullshit. This bullshit. And this is nothing against you, Steve, but child, she's the one that was born last night. I wasn't.
So back to what I was saying, I had to tell you, he was in jail. It was going to come out. I didn't want you to hear it from anyone else. I wanted you to hear it from me because I knew once the police and everyone, got involved, and they were already involved, and they found out who his wife was and who she worked with and all of that, and that's you, Steve Harvey, it would become, a real big story because it's your name. And like I told you, Steve, when I called you, I didn't want to call you. I mean, I was embarrassed. I was hurt. I felt so stupid and, I felt betrayed, humiliated. It was just terrible. I mean, I kept saying to myself, how is this my life? Police and jail and all of this. It was just something that I didn't, I'd never experienced anything like this. The police came, they took my car. I was at the salon getting my hair done. They rolled up, took my car. I had to have my stylist take me home. I had to move in with friends. I lost my house. I lost everything. Oh, and I
want to acknowledge that I feel really bad for you, Shirley. That is a lot to go through. But what do you think that those underage children felt like? What do you think your daughter felt like? I'm just saying, you want to gloss over that. Is this the me show again? Is this Shirley? You do not mention them damn victims, not one damn time.
You know why? She's selfish. Very selfish. And look, no more, right? Because she always mentions, she don't mention it for the last 2 weeks. They took my car. They made me at the beauty salon. I lost everything. You lost respect. You lost your damn daughter. And you can't mention it? Why can't you mention that, Shirley? You believe in this loser. Now, estranged husband. Now, all this. But then you ain't made peace. You ain't discussed fixing a relationship with your daughter.
And you said he's an estranged husband. I'm wondering, just like the people at the office, then who's paying for his attorneys? If I'm just saying these are what Steve's employees might be saying. They might be saying, well, who the hell paying the bills?
Because why she lose everything? Lost the house, trying to find a place. I don't know. Her money going somewhere.
Let's keep going.
I have to tell you this too. Like on the day, July 4th, we were having dinner with friends and we were going to watch the fireworks after that. And so the fireworks didn't happen that night because it was like a terrible, terrible storm. So the fireworks got canceled. And when I look back, I see now that that was kind of a metaphor for what was about to happen in my life. The thunderstorms were coming. They were coming. The next day was the last time I saw him. He was arrested the very, very next day. I didn't even know he was arrested. I couldn't get in touch with him later that day.
The letter this morning, as you can see, is a very, very real letter. I'm not going to interrupt it at this point. Shirley was going over some of the key points about how she discovered the actions of her husband, the date that she discovered it. She's apologized for the things that were said about myself and Marjorie in the letter. I'm not responding right now. I'm allowing her to tell her story. I think it's important that a person tells their side of it, because like I said earlier, this is no longer hearsay. This is not gossip or rumor. This is real life. So Shirley, you can continue.
All right. So I was telling you how I found out that he was in jail. I got a call from the jail, and I didn't answer it because I'm like, who would be calling me from jail? I looked at my phone like, jail? Where'd this call?
All right, let's talk about the office gossip. People are saying that when you get a phone call from prison, it does not say the name of the prison, so-and-so correctional center. It states a phone number that the jail uses and what state it's in. Then I thought about it. Now, you guys know about my family. I have a couple uncles in prison, lifers, been talking to them my whole damn life over the phone. And every time they call in, the jail number, the prison number appears. It doesn't say Sing Sing. It doesn't say Cochran or San Quentin. It doesn't say that. So how did you know that the jail was calling you? These are some of the things that the people in the office could be wondering. And hell, it got me to thinking. My family members that have been to jail and prison, every time they call me, doesn't say the name, just gives you a phone number. Also, I used to review a show called Love After Lockup, in which I interview a girl from prison. Her name was Lindsay. Every time Lindsay called me, it never stated the jail that she was in. I hope this is not a lie.
But you know what's funny though? She want to act like her life is that great, right? With this man, the phone rang. It didn't say telemarketer. It said jail. Just said jail. You don't pick it up?
I know.
As
there you
if
go.
you got some stalker just reaching out to your ass from jail, right? You don't pick it up. You're the type of woman that walk into the kitchen and see it's a fire and go, well, it can't be a fire because I wasn't cooking anything. That shit do not make sense, Shirley. And
that's right. Let's say it did. Just say that it did say it was calling from jail. Why didn't you pick it up?
It could have been your cousin, anybody.
Anybody. Member. I want to know. Like, oh, somebody's calling me from jail. Somebody must need some help. Something going down. But anyway, listen, I think you're looking for a little sympathy points here. But okay, let's keep going. How you devastatingly found out, because everybody's saying you're lying. They're saying you found out from your daughter years ago. But let's just keep going.
It just didn't compute. So I just ignored it. But he got word to me through one of his friends. They texted me that he was at Fulton County Jail. So the next time he called, I picked up, and that was him that had called earlier from jail. And, he told me what happened. I thought he would be getting out in a couple of days because that's what he told me. But, of course, here we are a year later. Those days turned into weeks. The week.
So he told you said he told you what happened. He told you he was touching minors and doing strange things to animals, and he was running a Ponzi scheme. And you still talk to him after that?
And also, she got this problem, Sharrell. She said, well, I've seen it, but I just ignored it. That's your problem. That's one of your key problems. You ignore too many things, like all the signs Ernesto showed you, but you close your eyes. Come on now.
Mhm. We're calling bullshit, Shirley. We're calling bullshit. But let's keep going.
Turned into months, and like I said, I don't. This is just on and on. Every day is just something, and my life has just been a nightmare ever since, and it's still going on, Steve. I mean, I had no idea that those tapes would be released to the world. You know, I knew that they were being recorded, but I didn't know that they were going to go out to the world. I mean, I was just trying to make conversation with him, trying to, you know, just get him to think about something other than where he was. You know, I was telling him about my day, this particular day, and that was the day we were talking about, you know, on the phone when I said those things about you and the things that you heard and the world heard. And cut to today, I haven't spoken to him in quite some time. Divorce proceedings are underway.
I got to stop here because now she's saying they're getting a divorce. I need you guys in the chat. If somebody can find out, I'm going to find out tomorrow. People are wondering in the office, does this mean that now she could testify against Ernesto?
But I bet you this: if they get a divorce, he probably filed it.
We're just wondering. You guys find out if Shirley is legally divorced from Ernesto. Can she now testify against him? Because I'm thinking she can, and that's a hot ass mess. That's going to be a mess. You're going to incriminate yourself, Shirley. You really, really are. But let's keep going.
And Steve, at this point, all I could say is what I have is my faith. If it wasn't for God, I probably would have, you know, lost my mind or something in this instance. You know, people don't see what happens when these mics go off. You know, who wants their personal stuff, their private conversations to go out to public? No one wants that. I mean, what could I say to you after this, you know, happened? I was devastated. I mean, absolutely devastated. I mean, I thought of everything. You know, I could lose my job. You know, how could I face you? Everything. You know, what I'm going through is what I'm going through, you know, and I've been going through it for over a year. I just haven't spoken about it. You know, then on top of all that, these tapes come out and you know, I'm talking about you and Marjorie, and you guys are going through your own private hell right now. You know, you didn't need me to contribute to anything, you know, and I thought back, you know, because I knew I had to say something, speak on. You created this term years ago in Los Angeles called reality radio, and I'm going to tell you right now, this is about as real as it gets, you know. And the reason I'm here before you now, I wanted to say it live on the radio, is because your name is in it. You know, we've been friends for a long time, Steve, and these jail calls were made public, and I wanted to give you and Marjorie a public apology and to ask for your forgiveness publicly. I just wanted to have a real moment with you, and you know, I have to tell you, I've been coming to work every day because, you know, it's my only safe haven right now. It gave me a place where I could still be myself and forget my troubles for a little while, you know, and just, you know, do my job. You know, I want to thank you guys. I want to thank you, of course, Steve, Tommy, Junior, and of course my girl Carla, you know, for the space and the grace that you guys have shown me. You know, this is a very difficult time in my life. But
you're not the only one going through a difficult time, Shirley. Are you crying because he didn't fire you? Is this where these tears are coming from?
That's what she learned. Like, cry, it shows emotion. It shows that you sincere. But, you know, she go back earlier talking about, people don't see what happens when the mics go off. Shirley, I'm starting to wonder if you see when the lights come on. Because it seemed to be a problem here. You sitting here crying to Steve, which you already apologized to. You said yourself,
yeah,
in private. He demanded you come on because he needed to make some kind of headline and talk about something else outside of him and Marjorie. The only thing he wanted to just talk about is just his love confession towards her. That's it. So all these crying, and it's really sad. Now I know people get to have a job. You getting really emotional of just saying some small words about him and Marjorie, but not you haven't shed a tear for your daughter.
Wow.
All right, let me try to fast forward to Steve because I'm not going to play the whole thing. And I have this tape, the full unedited version, in my regular videos. Just go click on my name, Sharrell's World, and click under videos, and it's the first one. I'm just doing this one to let you guys know what the people are saying in the office and how we feel about it. So let me try to skip to Steve when he tries to get a blogger straight. Okay. Let me see.
But this strawberry letter looks like it's about to be the 9 o'clock hour. So we'll be back with more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show right after this. The letter has Shirley to tell her story, whatever she wanted to do. We didn't rehearse this. We didn't plan this. Shirley came out and apologized for the things that were said about myself and my wife. But I also realize, and I know the timing of all this is important, because this conversation she had with her estranged husband was in October of 2022. The tapes got released right now. So, and then when you can throw my name on anything, because you look at all these stories, my name headlines the stuff. And so Shirley, when it came out, she called right away, apologized and everything. And so I understand that. And Shirley didn't want her mess to become our mess. Let me say this to you, Shirley. We have known about this right after it happened, but we can't.
That's right, Steve. You knew about it right after it happened because according to the judge that was streaming the bond hearing, you offered him a place to stay in Abu Dhabi. Remember that? I mean, I would always call it harboring a fugitive, but let me try to fast forward some more. Go ahead, Perry.
Oh yeah, no, I was gonna say that he wondered why his name keep coming up. You're her employer. You knew about this October 22nd. I mean, 2022. But now you want to act like you didn't know. People bring your name up because you kept her around without addressing it. And you know the charges. And when are you gonna apologize to her since she's apologizing to you? There's shit that you don't probably say it to Marjorie about her and her husband. I'll wait.
Let me try to fast forward. Let me see.
Nobody's marriage.
Saw each other more than we saw our actual.
My wife and me, we've been getting beat up for the past 2 weeks. But when something like this happens, our motto has always been to never address bloggers.
Right.
And we don't give it no room or steam.
No life.
No, nothing. Because we know who we are and we know whose we are. And so we don't address bloggers. When this came out, it's a little bit different because it's not gossip, rumor, or malicious lie. It came from the inside circle. Because we are inside circle.
Oh, wait a minute, Steve. You mean you haven't seen my video in which I told you that somebody from your radio station contacted us and you guys have been rumored gossip for about a year and a half? That's right. You don't watch the blogs, right? Because you're above it all. You want nothing to do with it. You're better than that.
Oh yeah. I mean, so he got that audacity, right? Black people stick together. Overlook the problems that I have created. Take some ownership, Steve. Nobody created this. Not a one blogger out here created your drama right now. Whether it's true or not, you created it or you're a part of it.
You're talking to the wrong people. You better go find your ass Big Boom and Marjorie. That's who you should be mad at. Please.
Nobody's seen Big Boom in a while.
I ain't seen him mention Big Boom's name not 1 minute.
No,
please.
Exactly.
So you call yourself getting the bloggers together. We're going to call it getting your ass together because you said you were above it all. You said that kind of stuff don't bother me and I know who I am. But what you doing right now?
And then you acting like what Shirley said that Marjorie act like these peasant bloggers are the help. That's how you acting, Steve.
Child,
cut it out.
You can't stop karma. Let's keep going.
You mad because we're not falling for this bullshit.
Yeah, you're mad because people ain't feeling sorry for you, first of all. and you mad because somebody in your camp talking too much, you better go deal with your camp, not coming over here. If you were, I'm not saying you were, but you know, it feels that way.
We're a family. And so when it came out, you know, Marjorie is on baby watch right now. We got another grandchild coming, and the baby's due any minute, so Marjorie's over there on baby watch. She's just doing grandmama duties. And Marjorie don't really get into all this right here. And so I didn't really, you know, look, I'm so used to getting beat up, but I didn't know how Marjorie was feeling about everything that's out there. Because these bottom feeders are just beating my wife up.
No, Steve, these bottom feeders are listening to what Marjorie's ex-husband had to say about her. Did you forget about that? Did you forget? She has had a bad reputation from day one. These bottom feeders are listening to Mary Harvey said, Steve cheated on me while I was married with Marjorie. You forgot that?
Oh, hell no.
You act like you're going to get somebody together. Boy, you better get your facts straight.
And even though we've made a conscious effort and we said we're not going to address it, I'm tired of it. And so when this came out, this is how the devil worked. I'm going to pile it on. I'm going to go get somebody that worked for me. Because one more time, God don't come. The devil don't come for those he got. He sends the ones he has. So now I'm going to get me a government employee that needs some money, that work in Fulton County. I'm going to get a hold of him. I'm going to release these tapes. I'm going to get him to need a little bit of money. I'm going to give it to this female blogger, and she going to get a little bit of money, and now I'm going to soak him. But the timing of it was ugly because of everything else that's going on right now.
Now he wants to find God. What do God say about cheaters, Steve? You've cheated on your first wife, allegedly. You cheated on your second wife, allegedly. What does he say about cheaters? What do we say about people that do others wrong? I mean, you know, now you want to find God.
Yeah, he
You
can
was
read.
above it all last week. Now you found the Holy Spirit, and now everybody wrong but your ass.
That's how you know when you run across a user, when they start saying, according to the Bible, Isaac 105:17, blossom, thou shalt not cheat. Now, they always find a reason to find the Bible verse that helped them out, not size them up for what they are. You know what I'm saying?
And to be quite honest, Steve, we're being really nice to you. There's all kind of rumors going around about you. All kinds. I'm not going to say them all.
Yeah, me neither.
But if you come across this, you know what the hell I'm talking about.
Okay.
All right, let's go.
And it made it look like Shirley was piling on. And that wasn't her intent, but it happened. Like I say, I understand. The part I'm coming with now is because it's been so ugly for my wife, man. And see, this is what I've never done before. It's been so ugly for my wife. And I've stood there trying not to say nothing. But I'm not a blog. Me, Shirley, Carla, Tommy, Mississippi Jr., we ain't a blog. We're a real media platform. And I don't know if you all know what it's like to wake up every morning that we get up. And our job and mission is to brighten your day. And it don't matter how dark our day is. We got the job to be the morning show. And we got to put on the show. And Tommy come in here with Junior come in here off a crisis with sickle cell. Tommy come in here with bad news. Tommy get hit with cancer. Shirley going through her life right here. Carla got a whole family over here. Everybody got crosses to bear. But we got to come in here anyway, and we got to be the morning show. In spite of what's happening in our life, when it ain't funny or fun or inspirational or motivational.
Oh, really, Steve? You're the only person that has to work when you're having a bad day, when shit falling apart in your life?
It's sad.
Because you're the real platform, right? The blogs aren't. Y'all the real platform. But how come we keep getting all the information first? I'm just saying.
I mean, but
if our presence doesn't matter. Go ahead, Perry.
He had like bloggers don't have family issues, health issues. Okay. they can have cheating problems too if they went out and cheated. Okay. But Steve, like, you want to act like everybody support me, do this, but I need my peasants to bow down and overlook what's out there. You got a media platform. You talk about things that happen out here on social media. When we do it, you got a problem with it because your name is in it. Because your wife's name is in it. Come on, player. Do better.
Do better. I'm gonna have to end it here. But listen, Steve, you're full of it. Today was a total waste of time. I don't even know why you brought your ass on to say this shit. It's bullshit. It didn't help your employees. They're study thinking you're full of shit. The rumors are still out there. You ain't changed a damn thing. We ain't looking at you different. We don't understand where you coming from now. If anything, I'm saying poor Bernie Mac. He had to deal with this man. Like, you are a hot ass mess. You going for the wrong damn people. You want to attack the bloggers. Talk about we do things for clicks and views. I can be just as ugly and say Marjorie does shit for cash.
Right. And all this grandstanding, 72 hours, this big announcement, we're going to set the record straight. These bloggers you talked about gave you the opportunity to set the record straight.
Amen.
5 in the morning, we up listening to you because we going to hear your side of it, which we got nothing in return. But BS. That's what we got from you, Steve. You didn't address the damn thing. And now you're going to throw your anger, you get that misdirected anger at the black bloggers. The white ones are fine. Right?
Yeah.
The white ones are fine. It's the black bloggers. Because, and no mention of Big Boom or things like that. The source of the problem. Come on, player.
And maybe, just maybe, Steve, maybe you're not that big a star for the white audience to know who you are, and maybe they just don't know how dirty you can get. Maybe that's it. Like, I'm not supposed to do my job because you black. Child, you are a whole hot ass mess, and no matter what you do, you didn't change a damn thing today, and you still knew Ernesto from the very beginning. Okay, so shut up. Just shut up. Okay. Perry, any final words?
No, I mean, that's about it, though. It'll be something else tomorrow. Because, you know, we're a major platform, you know, media company. We don't address blogs. Why are you doing it then, Steve? You know what? If lies out there, you know, the best thing is avoid the lie. Just don't respond to it. It dies down. But you should know this. But your problem is, and I'm starting to think that you know there's some truth to it. And it hurts.
It hurts. It hurts. You know, they're saying you begging her to stay. Child, ain't that karma? You begging her stay. You in a lot of pain because she allegedly cheated on your ass. Don't you think Marjorie felt that way and your first wife? Like, boy, don't come over here with your nonsense. Ain't nobody scared of you. Nobody. And I'm doing the same damn thing you did. I have watched you on your show for decades. Say what's on your mind, humiliate people, call people dumb, saying they ain't got it all. Like, don't come over here playing innocent now. Your ass is facing karma. And you're humiliated because everybody told you from the beginning, including your damn children. Don't get mad at the blogs. Go look at yourself in the mirror. And that's who you need to get mad at. Go ahead, Perry.
And he don't even mention his kids. But he'll mention his radio family, all their problems. Let's address, instead of writing all these books and shit, you know, cry like a woman, dress like a man, or whatever the hell you made up. Look, Steve, you bringing this shit on yourself. And what you thought was going to happen today is that, oh, everybody going to bow down to me because I write books and I say jokes and I'm going to have this big blast and everybody going to be like, fine. He set the record straight. You didn't set shit straight. Actually, you made it worse. Before, well, these bloggers undercutting each other. One should just do the story. I don't want everybody talking about it. One should do it. That way, that person get the 1 million views. Nobody else get anything. Steve, all these little shit don't work. It might work for Shirley.
I know.
Yeah.
Instead of thinking like a man, acting like a woman, you thinking like a woman and not like a damn man. Ain't nobody scared of your ass. And guess what? We will be following this story. So we will be talking about this shit tomorrow or whenever it comes out. Steve Harvey, all I can say to you is, boy, bye.
Wow.
All right, you guys, there we go. Have it. We will keep you updated on this story. We will be saying the side of some of the coworkers that wanted to remain anonymous. I bet you they are working in a living hell. Child, who's the family? You and Shirley and Tommy? Child, please. There's other people that work there. I just wanted you to know that. All right, Pierre, we done?
Yeah, we good.
Let's play our music, our theme music.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Bye, everybody.
All right, y'all. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Don't mind.